Hey, it's Ginger Boy. Welcome back once again to the castle. So, checking my things, I decided I really want to get through this before I continue Year of the Yoshi. And I went and transferred everything to the computer. I did. I transferred everything to the PC. So I'm playing this on SNES. No, SNES 9X. Not an emulator I use very often. It's not a bad emulator, it's a good emulator. I just really don't use it very often. And with that said, I'm just going to be going and hopefully get through this fine and, continue. Oh. Not tell what happened there, and I did load on purpose. That was a spot of brown use blocks. I need a P-switch to get through. I don't have a P-switch, which is all the way to the right, I would assume. So, that being said, I need to go all the way to the right. And then all the way to the left. And I'm not super thrilled about this. I mean, it's boring. It is. It's boring. There's really no challenge to this except the fact that you randomly get killed by sprites you really should be bouncing on because you're in the cloud and the hitbox is a little bit different in the cloud. But anyway, this is really bad. I don't have anything other to say except this is really bad. This is really boring. It's really slow. I'm going to get to the P-switch portion, which means I need to pick it up and then go all the way back. One, all the way back through the right side, and two, all the way back through the left side. And look at that. There's a bullet that killed me, and now I have to go all the way back through the right side to the left side. Did I say them backwards a second ago? I don't know. Go all the way through the right side, and then all the way through the left side. Oh. I mentioned this in the last episode. If the player wants to just get through the hack like that, I should have jumped on, bounced on that. That shouldn't have killed me. But if the player wants to get through your hack without taking time to appreciate it, something is wrong. And that can really be seen here. Like, I would really much rather have a flying Yoshi to go through this than the cloud, because the cloud sinks down slowly. It makes traversing pretty hard because you have to constantly be holding up or else you sink really, really low. And then the diagonal bills, which I jump on. Not really jump on, but I'm in a spot where I should land on top of them. They kill me. They kill me for no reason. And so it is like that. I was on top of it. Should not have killed me. Should have been perfectly fine. Yet I died. And as such, I have to do this all over again. Like, there is no rhyme or reason why I should die there. But because the game dictates that I am not on top of it because I'm in the cloud. Because that's really what it is. Because I'm in the cloud, your hitbox seems to be slightly different. Or maybe it's just the diagonal bill hitbox, which is different. Either way, you die a whole lot when you shouldn't die. So that being said, the next time I get to the P-switch, I am saving. I'm saving over there. I should have saved. I should have gone with my instincts and saved, but I didn't because I didn't really feel like I needed to. I didn't feel like it was like justified me saving at the P-switch. I'm not going to lie about that. I didn't feel like it was justified me saving at the P-switch. I thought maybe I could go back all the way without any real problem. But we saw how that worked out. So now, when I get to the P-switch, I'm going to save again. Because I'm having all sorts of issues with the diagonal bills killing me when I'm clearly on top of them, and they should not be killing me. So, that being said, it's just a cluster. It really is. It is just not fair in any sense of the word, and I'm not holding the run button because it makes you go a little bit faster if you don't hold the run button, but it also throws me off a little bit because I'm so used to holding it. Ugh, this is so freaking ridiculous. It is ridiculous in every manner. Like, I don't want to just save willy-nilly. I don't want to just save in the middle of getting over there. But it is ridiculous because you sink down and then you have to press up every now and then, which slows your momentum down. As you can see, like, when the crossfire bullets come, I press up to try and get through that gap, and it just doesn't really work. And then I get hurt for no apparent reason, because I'm on top of the bullet, but the bullet doesn't register that. Doesn't register me being on top of it at all, so I die. I die a death that I shouldn't die, but I do. And I'm thinking like the bullets are all gone now, so I can hang out towards the bottom of the screen. And the other problem is, like, I'm holding right. I keep wanting to say left. I'm holding right, which makes it a little harder on me. This is a bad save spot. There we go. I don't know if I saved in the right slot. Oh, I don't know if I did. I'm hoping I did. If not, it's not really that big of a deal. I'm not like in super dangerous territory that I'm going to like instantly die right away. But yeah, so I'm good. I'm good. This is going to be such a pain getting back. It will. And the fact I need to go all the way through the right side to the left side just to be able to press this P-switch, like, it has this hack has so many unnecessary, like, artificial lengtheners. That is something I've really noticed about this hack, is there's artificial difficulty everywhere. Be it that you need a fire flower to burn through ice blocks, that the Rip Van Fish are fireproof. The fact that, like this, you have to carry a P-switch with you to get where you need to go. The fact you need to go all the way to the right, all the way to the left. It's artificial difficulty. It's really not that hard. It just frustrates the player. I can word, I promise. But yeah, it just frustrates the player. Like, there is no real challenge to it. There isn't. There is no real challenge to the difficulty. It's just dodging bullets, dodging the crossfire bullets, moving to the left. But as you can see, it's like you bounce, or you should bounce on. You're above, you're on top of the crossfire bullet, yet you die. Like, it's artificial difficulty. There is no real difficulty to it. The only difficulty is it makes the player frustrated to the point they rush. And because they're rushing, they die. And if you haven't noticed, I'm also going a lot slower. And I'm not able to get out of the crossfire as easily. And that's all because I'm holding the run button. I'm holding Y. If you don't hold Y, you go faster. You do. You go faster in whichever direction you're going if you do not hold the run button. X or Y, it doesn't matter which. But because I'm holding it, I'm now going slower, so the crossfires are harder to dodge. Again, it's not real difficulty, because if you're patient, you can just wander through them if you're high enough. But because you're in a cloud, you're holding Y, you have to get through them. It's just really bad. Like there. Like, you have to be high enough. You have to be steady enough to get through them without hitting them. Luckily, I'm hitting them in just a way that I'm bouncing off of it, so it's not killing me. Like, I am being extremely lucky in that regard. But again, right there, I died for no reason. I did. I died for no reason other than the fact that the crossfire have horrible hitboxes, or you have a horrible hitbox when you're in the cloud. It's just, that's the fact of the matter. I'm going slower than I normally would because I have to hold the Y button or X button, doesn't matter. Like I said, the run button in general. And again, to go through the crossfires without an issue, you need to be at a proper height, which is hard to do because the cloud slowly falls, and if you press right and up, well, left and up in this case, doesn't matter, right and up, left and up, you slow down. Your ascent or descent slows you down. And then you have all these bullet bills that come from the side. I believe they aren't silent. So that's the thing. They aren't silent. So you can predict them coming, but when the crossfire and the bullets appear at the same time with the same sound effect, you don't really have a clue the horizontal bullets are coming, because they share the same sound effect. Again, I'm on top of the bullet and it's not registering that, and I die. It's already been 15 minutes roughly, 14 minutes and 20 seconds as of right now. It has been almost 15 minutes. I've been on the same section of level, and might I remind you, there are no midway points, and as such, if you're playing without save states, you'd go back to the very beginning of the level. There has been no midway point at all through this entire thing. Granted, this was probably made before the multi-midway point patch, which I take into effect a little bit in judging a level that is super long for no real reason. Like, it was made before the multi-midway point patch. Okay, that's understandable why there's no midway points. I mean, it was made before the retry on screen or current screen patch. You know, it makes sense. It's understandable that it was made before these things that are just ease of life. As I said, made before the ease of life patches. And I mean, they're ease of life. They're very nice to have. Are they fully needed? No, they're not. But in the case like this with the castle, they really should have been implemented. But they were not available at the time, so you can't fault the creator for not having them. But you can fault the creator for making this section, which I'm sure they played multiple times, many times in a row, and after a while it became very easy. But, as I've mentioned in the past, when you're playing a game, the more times you yourself go through an area, you become an expert in that area. So you'll go through it so many times that you know the ins and outs. You know where things are going to spawn. You know how to dodge everything. You know how to get through it with no issue. That being said, a newer player that does not know the ins and outs of the area is going to struggle. Is going to struggle really, really hard. Okay, this is going to be... I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I want to make that perfectly clear that I'm not dead. But yeah, you make an area for the player to go through that is ridiculously hard because they don't know the area. They don't know where the bullet bills are going to spawn. They don't know like what's going where, what's doing what. And maybe you don't fully know what's going on either because the bullet bills are randomly generated. They're randomly generated. They appear wherever. So you don't always know the case. But let's just say the creator is playing one area at a time. So they're using save states in between areas. They get through one and they don't play it again. They get through one, they're like, oh, this is pretty easy. They don't play through it again. And then it's like, oh, like that was perfectly fine. I got to the next area, you know, I don't need to worry about it. That's all, you know, all okay. So now the player comes along and goes through the area and has tons of trouble, has to go through it again. But they're trying to do a save stateless run. Duh! What killed me? There was nothing there. There was invisible. Probably a bullet bill that was invisible because there was too much sprite on screen. Both extended, both normal, too much sprite. Killed me. There we go. But yeah. Like, you have the player... God, freaking... You have the player... They're going through this. They don't know where the bullets are going to spawn. Maybe you do. Maybe you have an idea, like, they're placed. Who knows? Maybe they're not placed. But let's assume they're placed. Let's assume they're placed. They're not silent. You use the non-silent bullet bill patch to make it so you can hear the bullets coming through. That's all well and good. You can hear the bullets. That's fine. That's lovely. That's dandy. You have an idea of where they're going to appear because you placed them. They do make sound, so you're not completely in the dark about it. Not completely in the dark, but you're relatively in the dark because it's just like that. Fire. I didn't know the fire was coming. I assumed it was just going to be Bullet Bills and Mr. Magikoopa. Like that's just what I thought. That's what I figured. It was just going to be Bullet Bills, Magikoopa because he spawned, you know. But now fire is being thrown in. And now shells are being thrown in. Like shells are being thrown at me. You know, it's just, at this point, a cluster. Because the player doesn't know what's being thrown at him. He doesn't know where on the screen to stand. He doesn't know if closer to the right side is good, closer to the left side is good. Like so far, if you're closer to the right side, you get to Bullet Bill's launchers faster. You make it so they don't spawn. They don't spawn bullets, you know. So that tells you, hey, being close to the right side is beneficial because I don't have to worry about Bullet Bill shooters as much. I don't have to worry about as many Bullet Bills on the screen because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them due to the random Bullet Bill generator. There's a lot of them due to the Bullet Bill shooters. You know, that's what you're teaching the player. Go to the right-hand side, wait on Bullet Bill shooters, make sure they don't shoot, and go to the right-hand side because you're going to save yourself from Bullet Bills. That's just what it is. You're going to save yourself from Bullet Bills because you're hanging out on the right-hand side. Then you throw some thwomps in there, which, you know, make it so you need to hang back a little bit. You know, that's fine. Like, you get a little bit of difference in there. A little bit of challenge. You know, that's fine. That's all well and good. But then you introduce a new hazard in the form of fire, which the player is not expecting. It's not expecting. You're hanging out to the right because, you know, that's what the game has taught you. Because the Bullet Bill shooters, you don't want them to fire to add more projectiles on screen. You're like, okay, this is easy. This is easy to dodge. I can do this. I can dodge this. I have the skill. All I need to do is hang out close to the edge, and everything works out fine. But then here, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, there's some thwimps. There's some thwimps that are going to get you if you hang out next to the right-hand side. So now it's like, oh, well, I guess I didn't need to hang out towards the right-hand side. I could have dealt with the Bullet Bills. I mean, extra projectiles aren't too bad. They're not too bad to deal with. Extra projectiles, you know, whatever. Just extra projectiles. Not too bad. But then you throw fire and something kills me. Like I was holding a shell. Something hurt me that is invisible. Probably a bullet. Didn't hear, didn't make noise, didn't appear because there were too many sprites. Which I didn't think there was. I've been killing sprites along the way to make it easier on myself. I have been. I've been killing sprites on the way to make it easier for myself. Maybe that turtle shell was too much because you have the spike balls. You have the spike balls. It was too much. Too much to load. You know what? Fine. Whatever. Like, I really want to just get through this level. Which is one of the reasons I am playing through this again, or playing through this right now, is I am just trying to make my way through this level. I am just trying to beat this level. I will probably take as long as I need to tonight to do that. Because I set out. This was it's a 2-level hack, by the way. I will probably only be doing one exit. I'll be fine doing one exit. You know, that's fine. That's easy. It's easy on me. I don't have to worry about too much. But yeah, so it must have been that bullet. I don't know. A bullet hits me for no freaking reason. And those guys, I need to get through them quickly. You know what? Save state. And fire flying at me, like right away. But you know what? That's fine. I have Magikoopa firing at me right away. You know what? That's fine. That is fine. I have a save state that's closer to the end. I'm dying. I'm dying from shells. You know what? Also fine. You know what? Whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I don't know if I want those bricks to break. I kind of think I do. I kind of think I do. So I'm trying to let them break. I'm trying to let them break right now. I'm trying to stand back far enough that they break, that I can dodge the things. But I don't know how many turtles there are. The turtles are a mystery to me. I don't know how many turtles there are going to be. I don't know how many shells are going to be thrown in my direction. I don't know what is going on. Like, now I know. I don't really need those to break. Like, I really don't. I don't need those to break. It is not really worth it, but at the same time, if I hang back and let them break, I avoid Mr. Magikoopa. I do. I avoid Mr. Magikoopa. Except that, because that wasn't Magikoopa, that was Fireball. But yeah, it avoids a little bit of danger now hanging back, which I was pretty much taught to go forward. Stay on the far side of the screen. It's pretty much what I was taught to do. But that's not the case anymore. Now you want to hang back to the left side of the screen. Ugh, not what I want. There we go. You know what? There we go. Another safe area. Get to that guy before he throws magic. Keep a shell with me. I wanted to keep a shell with me in case he reappears. Now I'm Fireball. But if you noticed about the hack, you get hit once. You know what? I'm going to pause right here and get through this. So I'll be right back. Okay, so the only thing you really missed was one, Bowser was Wart. So that's one, Bowser was Wart. And two, he took extra hits. 3 instead of 2. That's all you missed. That's all you missed. The fight was the same. Now it's hard mode. Look at this. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. It is taken way too long to go through this level. This was not enjoyable, but I was determined to beat it. It's not enjoyable at all. Super long, super unneeded to be that long. It really didn't need to be that long. But that is over for now. This has been Ninja Boy, and I will be back later with more Year of the Yoshi Redux next time. This has been Ninja Boy. As I said, I will be back later. See you guys then.